cheers.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that one too.
Thank you.
There you go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Craftsmanship is basically the story of human culture. It's intelligence, it's stories, it's technology, it's economics, it's social economic structures. It's been passed down through the centuries, and we are the fortunate, blessed recipients in this lifetime of everything so far.
We work with craftsmanship all the time, but in a different way maybe that you do. And when we think about craftsmanship, it's a lot with the soft touch. When we think about soft touch and high tech, that combination between the two, where some people want to see the craftsmanship of a chef, but yet you also have the technology part of it.
The really interesting thing about this new dichotomy between like physical craft and like digital virtual craft is like the aspirations are very different. So I think when we talk about craftsmanship, it's really the pursuit of excellence, right? In anything that you do, it's always perfecting, refining. You want the best service, the best detail, the best execution and use of material. But in the metaverse, it's very interesting because you're in this world where almost everything is possible. So it's almost like the craftsmanship comes from restraint. Some say imperfection, right? Like if you look at a lot of the discourse on what makes something virtual exciting and believable is the tiny imperfections that mimic real life. It's interesting how in real life we are seeking to perfect and make the most precise things, but in the virtual environment, you're almost trying to bring in some of the imperfections of real life to give it a warmth and humanness. And so this is really interesting play that's happening in both spaces.
I think that as a result, the brick and mortar world, especially in retail, is going to have to push themselves even more, right? Because it plateaued. It was just like, we have a shop, it's open, you come, that's it. And because of the last 2 years, now all of a sudden both has to convert, because some things you're just going to go and purchase online or have that experience online, and the others, so retail, for me, retail has to change, and it is changing.
I mean, if you think about it, everything is craft. Like your iPhone is craft. To be produced on that level, to be put in your pocket, a supercomputer in your pocket at that level, to exist in the millions, and to be produced at such high tolerances and quality, and something that you live with is insane. Like your car is industrial craft, your watch is craft. Your food is craft, obviously. Architecture is craft, or even urban planning is craft. I mean, there are many scales of which we can look at it from the smallest enamel ware or like Fabergé egg, all the way to the satellites that are floating in space right now. These are amazing manifestations of human ingenuity. I think that's something to be recognized, and to bring it over to the so-called metaverse, right? It's something that needs to be, how do you say? We need almost new sensitivity to appreciate it.
So the fifth collection has a authentication software, like an award-winning authentication software that basically authenticates luxury goods. So I think that's where the technology and the craftsmanship kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
In a way, like
true.
to basically get you the product that you want based on scrolling a website versus walking into a boutique and actually touching and feeling the physical product.
So when we opened the fifth collection, it was very important for us that every item that is curated through us got authenticated. You can train human beings, but at the same time, there's artificial intelligence that was available to us. And we came across a company called Entropy that was just at its infancy. Funny enough, the company was created to originally, when you sign a legal document, to actually create the DNA of this document. So if you do a will and things like that, but there was not any commercial value to it. And so they switched to luxury goods. They're researchers at NYU. They were not really sure how to commercialize it. And then we met at that moment, and then we seed funded the company. Now it's a company, we were the first one in Asia to use it. Now it's a company that's widely used by many companies like mine. They're used at the custom in the UAE, for instance. and they're growing, and we're very happy to be growing with them. Essentially, what we do is we take, let's say, 5 pictures of the surface of a handbag, and those pictures are magnified at 260 times. Then it is sent to a database of millions of pictures of the same type of handbags, and then thanks to that database, it will tell you if you have a real or fake. And then the beauty of that is that more we are scanning handbags among even competitor, and more the database becomes close to perfection.
Wow, what a beautiful cloud of data. You know, it's such precious data.
Yes, being able to make a choice, and I'm not talking about something that you buy, just having a choice.
Same answer. The freedom to make a choice and to be able to act on it, right? Because there are people who can't, even if they want to have that choice. Choice is very personal, and I think luxury is very personal as well. Choice is like the most eloquent way of explaining luxury.
I would add time.
Yes, that was really my second one.
Time, as an obvious that, we want to do everything more, but I always ask, well, what do you want to do less? So difficult.
I mean, peace of mind is definitely a luxury.
Peace of mind.
Yeah.
I'm really behind right now.
No, but it's such a luxury to actually have
It's
a
true.
full meal and not check your phone and not worry about checking.
But do you actually make a conscious decision not to do it?
I would have to.